Today I am doing a Hawaii Q&A video. Hi guys, welcome to my channel. I put a questionnaire thing on my Instagram story asking you guys to ask me questions that you had about my Hawaii move that's coming up, and I got a bunch of questions, so I thought that it would be a really cool idea to sit down and just talk to you guys about what I'm doing, all about my move. A lot of you guys don't know what's happening. For those of you who do not know, I am moving to Hawaii in July. I have been planning this trip for so long. I have found a place to live and I will be there for 6 months. That's how long that lease is. I can extend it or I can move if I want to stay longer, but I have some other adventures planned after Hawaii. Like I said, I asked you guys some questions and I'm just gonna sit here and go through all of them and hopefully give you guys some insight on how I got to Hawaii, how I'm affording it, what I'm doing, and stuff like that. I think I'm gonna make this into like a little Hawaii series. I have a lot of videos that I feel like would be entertaining to watch. I have to move out of Georgia, move back home to North Carolina, and then move from North Carolina to Hawaii. So I have a few little jumps and moves that are going on, and it's all kind of starting at the end of this week. So I have a lot going on, and I thought it would be fun to just show you guys along everything and have a little series that y'all could follow. So with that long intro, let's get into some of the questions you guys asked. Okay, so I have some of the questions written down on my phone. A lot of them kind of lead into other questions, so I'll try to stay on track as best as I can. One of the main questions that I got is how I'm affording to move. If you do not know, Hawaii is quite expensive, and I'm also a college student. So let's just put a disclaimer out there. I pay for everything myself, my parents. I'm grateful for anything they give me, but I work hard. I have a job. I would like to say multiple jobs. I work really hard and I save practically all of my money for traveling just because it's something that I'm super passionate about. So with that being said, last summer I worked 2 jobs the whole summer. I was a waitress and I worked at a little donut shop in a very busy tourist beach town, and I made a lot of money from being a waitress. A ton of money. I would really recommend everyone to be a waitress. I didn't love it, but if you want to save money fast, being a waitress is a great way to do that. Anyways, but I saved every ounce of money I made from that for traveling, because at that time I didn't have to pay for living or utilities or food or anything like that. So I got to save all of that money, and I ended up with a good amount to put just towards traveling. And now, since I've been in Georgia, I have a part-time job. The only downside to this is that I haven't been able to save as much just because I have to pay for rent, I have to pay for utilities, and I have to pay for groceries and stuff like that. So anytime I get cash tips or I get any extra money, I put it to the side for traveling. And also, my housing is really cheap. So this is a really important piece of advice, is that if you want to travel and you want to travel often and you want to travel everywhere, you have to understand that you probably won't be living in luxury the whole time. So in Hawaii, I will be sharing a bedroom with someone. I know the girl, she's super sweet. This is the cheapest way that I can afford to live in Hawaii, and my bedroom will be used to sleep, and that's pretty much it. So with all that being said, you do lose and gain some different things. You just have to know what you're willing to put up with the price you're willing to pay. I'm fine with sharing a room with someone. I really don't mind. If you want your privacy, you're gonna have to pay a bit more, and you're just gonna have to figure out what is worth it for you and what is not worth it for you. As everything else goes, I'm not getting a car in Hawaii. I can walk anywhere I want to get. I'm gonna buy a bus pass, so there's that. And then also, when I'm in Hawaii, I will be getting a part-time job. I'm actually really excited to get a job. I think it's gonna be a fantastic way to meet people and just kind of grow my little network and hopefully make some friends that way. So that is how I'm affording to do it. It's all about saving and prioritizing what is important to you. So the next question is, how did I find a place to live? So I'm actually gonna make a video all about like my kind of traveling hacks, but the way I found my place to live is by Facebook groups. So from what I've learned with Hawaii is that they use Craigslist, like very common to find roommates, to find housing. Like Craigslist is pretty big over there, and so are Facebook groups. So I went on Facebook and I just searched up Hawaii roommate groups, Honolulu roommates, Oahu roommates, stuff like that, and I joined a bunch of them, and I kind of posted just a little intro about myself and a picture and explaining like what I was looking for my prices, my location, roommate deal type stuff, anything like that. I posted it all in the Facebook groups. I also looked for a really long time to find something that would work. I did not just go all in on the first deal that I saw. I just kept on searching until I found something that was in my price range. Just keep searching is the main point of this, because even if your price range is $600, if you keep looking hard enough, you will probably find something that's closer to that than, you know, the higher end of your budget. But yeah, that is how I found a place to live. I highly recommend if you're trying to move somewhere to join Facebook groups, especially Hawaii. It works really great there, especially if you're college age, early 20s, stuff like that. There's people in those groups all the time looking for places to stay, roommates looking for places for other roommates, and stuff like that. So it's super easy to find a place if you just look. Another thing that I've heard people use is roommates.com. I have never used that before, but I've heard from some people that it's kind of popular in Hawaii to use. But just, of course, make sure, you know, the person's legit, you're being safe. Both of the people that I have for roommates, I have FaceTimed multiple times. We've talked on the phone, so I know that they're legit. I know that they're real. Everything's all good. No one's being catfished. So that is priority, that is good. Okay, so the next question is, are you still gonna be doing school? So for those of you who don't know, my schooling situation has been a little crazy. I don't even explain it to a lot of people just because it's a little bit all over the place, but yes, I'm still doing school. I currently am doing school through Colorado State University on their global campus. Even before COVID started, I decided that I wanted to do online school fully just so I'd have the option to travel and not be stuck in one place. So yeah, I will still be doing school. I think that I am gonna take a term off though as soon as I get there. Terms are only 8 weeks and I can start back whenever, but I think I am going to take a term off when I get there just because everything is normally due in Mountain Time and I will be in Pacific Standard Time, and right now I'm in Eastern Standard Time, so there's like a lot of different time changes going on, and I just want to make sure I can be all set and settled and stuff before I can focus back on school. So to answer your question, I still do school. I will still be doing school once I get there, just taking one term off. This is a fun question. What does my family think? So my family understands my mindset and my lifestyle when it comes to how I think about life. I'm very free-spirited. I have this deep understanding that I only live one life, so I will make the best out of it. And at first I will say that they were all kind of, like, okay, you know, whatever. I wouldn't say they wouldn't believe me or they didn't believe that I was gonna do it, but now they are all super supportive. They've always been so supportive, especially my mom. My mom has the same free spirit as I do. I know that she's sad that I'm leaving, but I know that she supports me through and through on this decision, and I know that she's really excited for me. And that goes the same for my dad. You know, dads are worried about their daughters, so he's a little bit worried just, you know, for my safety, but I know that he supports me too, and I'm super grateful and super blessed to have a family that's really encouraging and supportive of all these adventures that I want to go on. Okay, this might be my favorite question, and it's, are you scared? So before I go on like an hour-long speech about, you know, don't be scared to try new things, I would just like to say that I truly, deeply believe that what scares you are the things that help you grow and help you become the person you're supposed to be. So I wouldn't say that I'm scared. I'm very excited. The only thing that I would say I'm nervous for is how I'm gonna manage like 4 suitcases full of luggage on my own on and off a plane. But for the experience itself, I could not be more excited. I am so excited to just see how I grow and change as a person in a new place. It's just fun to put yourself in a completely new environment and see how you react and see how it pushes you and challenges you to grow. And I love self-improvement, so I'm really excited to see how it pushes me to change for the better. And I am just super excited. I'm really not nervous. I don't know if that just comes with, you know, me developing myself a little bit more, but I am just more excited. I'm so excited. Like, I'm excited for the mistakes I'm gonna make. I'm excited for the things I'm gonna learn, just because I know that it'll propel me forward into who I'm supposed to be. No opportunity would come your way that you're not ready for. So the next question is, do you know anyone in Hawaii? And the big answer to that is no. So this is the other thing that I think scares a lot of people, is that when they want to do something big like this, they feel like they have to do it with someone because they're scared. But if I've learned anything in my little 19 years of life, it's that if you want to do something, you'll never get it done if you're waiting on someone else to do it with you. So I do not know anyone in Hawaii. I have some like internet friends on Instagram that I've been in contact with, but I don't really know anyone. I don't have any family. I don't know my roommates. So it's completely alone, completely just me on my own. Okay, so the next question is, what are my plans after Hawaii? And I don't want to tell too much just because I want to, you know, stay present as much as I can. A lot more traveling is going to happen after Hawaii. I do have some ideas where, but I'm not going to share anything just because, you know, nothing's set in stone. But just know that a lot more adventures are coming. I do not see myself staying in one place for too long for the next few years. I really am just travel bug to the full extreme. And I just really want to see what this world has to offer. When people ask me like where I want to live, I never know the answer to that question just because I simply cannot think about settling down in one area for too long right now. I have the greatest parents, so I know that whenever I need to come back to North Carolina and just hang out for a bit and save some money and work, I always have my bedroom there, and that's probably going to be the plan for the next few years of my life. I'm only 19 and I have my whole life to live. And I just don't want to focus on the future too much and settling down too quickly just because I know that I have a whole lot of life to live, and I have a lot of big dreams and goals for myself that involve traveling. So I know that after Hawaii, depending on how long I stay, it'll only lead to more traveling, and yeah, who knows, maybe I will end up staying in Hawaii for a while. Maybe I'll move back there when I'm older, who knows. The last question is, what am I most excited for? Honestly, I really don't know. First of all, I'm excited for the flight, which is so weird because it is such a long flight. But when I actually get in Hawaii, I think I'm just so excited to meet new people. I absolutely adore meeting people. I love making friends. I think that it's one of the most special gifts on this earth. And so I'm just super excited to meet new people. I'm also really, really, really excited to dive in deep into the Hawaiian culture. Hawaii has such a vibrant, such a magical culture, and I want to try my hardest, which I currently am doing research and stuff, to, you know, be a part of their culture, to respect it in every way that I can, and just be ready to learn more about it and meet locals and figure out their traditions and their cultural values and stuff like that. And surfing. I'm super excited for surfing. So that is all for this little Q&A video. As I said earlier, this is going to be a part of a Hawaii series, so the next video will probably be some vlogs about me moving out because that is happening this weekend. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you want to follow along, get some more insight about Hawaii, and follow along on my Hawaii adventures once I get there, please subscribe and like this video. Give me a comment, tell me how you feeling, tell me what's up. Love to talk to you guys, and follow me on my social media accounts that I will put in the description box below. I love to hang out with y'all on there as well. So thanks for watching again, and I can't wait to see you guys in the next video. Peace out.